so late today. You guys have no idea. It's been an insane week. Can you hear me? Mic check, mic check. What's up, Letty? 1 2 1 2. Let me know. Let me know. We're waiting for JaneBot to catch up, I guess. Let me see if that's on. It's on. That's on. Did I get the other part on? It is. Come on, JaneBot. But can you hear me?
I hear you.
Woo woo! And there's JaneBot. She caught up. All right, guys. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. All right. Tuesdays, we do not do big projects. I like this trend of us just practicing a stitch and messing around with stuff. Thank you, thank you. What's up, Kathy? We're going to continue with that trend because it's a little less stressful for me and it helps me better keep getting you guys tutorials and stuff. Plus, I think we're all learning a lot of stitches. I know I am. I have another pattern that I've never tried. We're going in blind, and you guys are, I'm taking you with me, good, bad, or ugly. So, that being said, I don't know who's going to be stitching with me, but let me know in the comments. I just grabbed any hook, so whatever hook you have. Mine is a 5.5, but it doesn't really matter. Again, it's just what was on my desk. I have just a random yarn ball left over from another project, because we're just practicing. We're going to do what's called a little swatch. I know a lot of people are like, what's a swatch? It's just a little square. It's usually the shape of, like, you know, a small washcloth or something, but we're just going to practice a stitch. No stress. We're just going to play around with it. If you like it, make it into something else. So, perfect. Here is a close-up of the stitch we are doing today. Ooh. Ah. Yes, we're in a mood. That's how it's going to be today, guys. Grab your water. Take a sip. If you guys, I don't think you need a screenshot of this, but if you guys want to take one, there you go. And then I'll get you the diagram. And then we're going to start diving in. Now, I'm going to give you two diagrams because this one, I know some of you are new to diagrams. I know, right? I was hoping, I wish I could take credit for it, but I was hoping to find stuff that would be like really good for the upcoming spring. You know, we want to do lacier stuff, a little bit more lightweight things, and you can take this and make it a shawl, you can make it a million different things. Here is the pattern itself, so take a screenshot. Now, one thing you're going to notice, especially if you've been doing a lot of patterns with me,
hear and see you.
Woo woo! Thank you, Mrs. Detman! Is you're going to notice there's no base row in this photo. You don't see the chains on the bottom. You're also not seeing the turning. You see how the edges kind of cut off and you don't know what to do? So anytime you're out there and you're like, I want to do a pattern, but here's the problems I'm seeing, it's okay. I'm going to show you how we navigate around that. I'm going to walk you through that because I want you guys to actually go out there.
My name on here finally.
Charlie! You know what, Charlie? I'm still seeing Charlotte. It might take a day or two for it to, like, remember, you know? But I remember to call you Charlie. Anyway, so we're going to ignore the fact that this has no edges. I'm going to show you guys what I would do if I couldn't find a better photo. But give me a second. I'll show you the better photo that I found that you might be able to use. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, that was it. That was it. This is a better photo. So go ahead and take your screenshots of that, because this one has what we need. It has the edges. You'll notice it's not cut off. It has the chains on the bottom. Oops, I'm doing a terrible, here, there's the photo. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. I keep forgetting to hit transition, which actually shows you guys what I'm seeing. I set it up on one camera, and then I'm supposed to, like, send it to you guys. Here's the other part that you're going to want. So here might be another photo op. Let me see if I can make this smaller.
It's fine, my dear.
It's cool. At least it will be fixed for next time, though, right? Alright, the only reason I want to get you guys this photo as well, give me a second, I'm shrinking it a little bit to fit it on screen so you guys can take a screenshot, that matters, is because it has the math. It has the math for you. Oop, I'm going to shrink it a little bit more. That's not what she said. Okay, let's do... Does that fit everything in, Jen? Come on. You can do this thing called techie stuff. We can do the techie stuff. I believe in me. Alright, there's a better screenshot. And the only reason why I say it's a better screenshot is because it gives you the repeats. 4 plus 2 plus 3. Now, I don't like these repeats because they don't make much sense to me right now. Let's see. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this person's math is weird. Ignore it. But anyway, here's, now that I'm doing it, just take the screenshot of this and we'll move from it. And the one I printed off is exactly what I needed. So I'll explain all of this in a second. Get your last screenshot in 3, 2, 1. Alright, perfect. How about we start jumping in? Why it's so delayed? I don't know. I blame YT. I blame YouTube. I really blame YouTube whenever it's delayed because this is the only platform that I seem to always experience really big delays. But maybe it's because we're getting bigger audiences. Let's speak that into existence because I need all the good stuff. Alright, so now we have our pattern. Jen, what the heck am I looking at and how do I use it to make anything beneficial? Well, one thing you want to do is you want to look for your edges. So even though this is cut off, we're going to ignore the fact that that's cut off. We're going to create our edge to be here and then our other edge to be here. And based on the screenshot that we took, let me just go back to that, it wants us to chain 2. I'm just double checking. Chain 2 for our doubles. Okay.
Time to finish making supper. I'm not doing dishes tonight, LOL.
Make the kids do them, if you trust them. That's also a big caveat. So we know this is going to be our edge and this is going to be our edge. We need a base row, but how many? I want to account for the edge, so starting right here, and the edge here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This edge and this edge is your base. So that's, excuse me, I have the hiccups. 5 stitches. In order to add another repeat, you need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. And every other repeat after that is another multiple of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you wanted to turn this in, let's say we practice today, and you want to turn it into a blanket, start with 5 stitches, keep adding 4 until you get your desired length, or your desired width if you're doing a scarf, whatever. That's how you're going to take what we practiced today and use it on anything your heart desires, okay? Remember, my goal here is to teach you guys how to take this and go rogue. So we're going to do 5 plus multiples of 4. And I'm going to mimic what we have here because this looks like a good size. So 5 plus 4, 4, 4. So what is that? 12 plus the 5, 17. Let's see how my math is. And let's chain 17. That will get us our base row. And I hope I picked a good yarn for us to be able to see on the screen. I keep finding all the black yarn right before class. 1, 2, ooh, I didn't teach you, if you're super beginner, I will teach you how to start. So grab your cut yarn right there, you're going to wrap it around your fingers, kind of. You just want to get that crisscross little loop-de-doopy. Technical term, I know. Let the yarn fall right behind, and pull it through, but don't pull through the tail. That is how I've always done my slip knots. It's just a slip knot. It's a slip knot. Okay. Now we're chaining 5 plus multiples of 4, which we said doing 3 multiples of 4 plus 5 is 17. Right? 12 plus 5. Yes. Man, and we thought we weren't going to use math again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a chain. 7, yarn over, pull through 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. So when you look at these diagrams, don't overthink it. You're literally seeing the stitches as you see them there. Now I know mine is not going to show you this part because I printed off the picture that doesn't have the chains. But if I bring back this one, you'll see on the very edge, hold on the edge, when we get to the end of those chains, it wants us to chain 2 in order to turn. And now that I'm looking at this, this is looking very confusing. Red. You know what? Just kidding. I'm looking at the red. So yes, the red row is 2. I'm glad it color codes this. You'll notice the first set of chains is black. The second row of stitches is red. Then you see it go black again, red, black, that's to help you see which stitches belong to which row. I'm glad that I looked at that because I needed that. So we're going to chain 2. If you look on the far right lower corner of your screen, you see the chain 2 that are red. And then in the same stitch, that is a symbol for a double crochet. So we're going to do a double crochet. And I'll go ahead and show you this in a second. What are you doing for supper, Mrs. Dutman? Okay, so we're going to chain our 2. And then this is our double crochet going into the same stitch. And then it looks like we skip a stitch and we single crochet right here. So this is going to be weird. I haven't done anything like this. And yes, I will. I will be on TikTok later. So we're going to start there. This is new. This is scary. So chain 2. 1, 2. This is our turning chain, but it's also our double crochet. We're doing a double crochet into the same ending chain. So not into our 2 chains, but into our ending chain right here. So yarn over, insert your hook into the 3rd chain from your loop. That's how it would be read if it was in a pattern. Yarn over and pull up 1, pull up 2, pull up 2. If you've never done a double crochet before, I do have a tutorial that really slows it down, and it goes into like how to use a double crochet in different ways. So take advantage of that if that's something that you want to practice. There's no chains going down here, so we're just going to keep stitching, but we are skipping that chain right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. We're going to skip that one. Sorry, I know it's a little blurry. So skip that chain, and we're going to single crochet into the next one. Then we're going to skip a chain and work 3 double crochets into that one. Skip a chain, single, skip a chain, 3 doubles. That's what you're seeing. Skip a chain, single, skip a chain, 3 doubles. When we get to the end, you're just going to do the 2. Okay? Let's go ahead and demonstrate. So we've already done those 2 for our end. Skip a chain, and we're going into that one now. And we're going to single crochet. So that one, there's no yarn over. You're just inserting your hook. Pull up 1 and pull up 2. Skip a chain, and in this one, we're going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over, pull up 1, 2, 2. Do that 2 more times into the same stitch. Are any of you guys stitching with me, or are you guys waiting to see if it turns out, and then you're like, ooh, if this looks easy, I'm going to use it. I know how it works. Skip a chain into this one, single crochet. Skip 1 into this one, 3 doubles. The real test will be, does it end up turning out like the photo, or did we get AI bamboozled? That'll be what we have to figure out next. Because right now, I'm not going to lie, I think we might have been bamboozled. It's cool though. Skip a chain, single. If it turns out pretty, it won't be a loss. Skip a chain, 3 doubles into that one. Are you guys able to see this yarn relatively okay? Do I need to bring it in further? Probably need to stick with gray. What I can do is try to bring it up a little bit here. We'll bring this down here a little bit so that we can eliminate shadows.
I wanted to make a beaded bracelet, but my sister mixed all the colors, so it bothers me so much.
Oh no, I'm going to be doing some beading things with my friend tomorrow. So I understand. Alright, skip 1, single. Skip 1, and in this one we're just doing 2 double crochets into that last chain. Perfect. So you should have something now that kind of looks like this. It does not yet look like our pattern, I'm not going to lie. But it looks like this is a little bit thicker, so I think maybe I just need to trust the process. I think we're going to trust the process. What is the next step of the process? Let's go to our other image real quick. And I want to see, now we're starting with the black row. It does not tell us to turn, to chain 1 and turn. which is so funny. So you'll notice the black row, and it actually, yeah, it doesn't tell us anything. So what I'm going to do is chain one and turn. And if you look at the black row on the beginning on the right side, it has that X. That is a symbol for a single crochet. So I'm going to assume that it was supposed to have a single crochet on the last stitch on the left side as well. So we're going to chain one, turn, and single. And then we're going to start doing the rest of the pattern.
And I found loads of jelly pencils, or as you call them, jello pencils, and so curious to see how they taste.
What the heck are jello pencils? Or jelly pencils? I have no idea what they are. Okay, so here's the single crochet that we're going to do on top. Then it's going to have us do a bunch of fun stuff in there. So let's go ahead and chain one and turn. Turn. Here is the top of our stitch, so we want a single crochet right there. 1, 2. And just while we get used to this, so I'm just going to use, so we single crochet there. This is a double. You've got a chain right there, and then a double. And that's all going to go into the single crochet from the previous row. So double, chain one, double into that single crochet. Here we go. Here's our single crochet. Yarn over. Here's our first double. 1, pull up 2, 2.
Hello, hello.
Chain one. What's up, Melissa? How are you? Our second double, same stitch. 1, 2, 2. Perfect. What next? Obviously, we're going to repeat. So single on top of the middle double, and then our fancy V-stitch, or our pizza slice stitch, whatever you want to call it, into the single. Single on the double, V-stitch on the single. So we're going to keep doing that all the way across. When we get to the end, we're going to single crochet on top. So we are ready to continue. Here's our 3 doubles right there.
I want to make a beaded blanket, so it's weighted.
Oh, are you gonna like crochet the beads on there, or are you gonna do like fill it with the beads like they do? Melissa, I'm doing good. How are you? So right here's the top. We're gonna single crochet. Here's our single, so we're gonna do that weird V-stitch. So double.
They're just jelly or jelly in wrapper shaped as a pencil.
Chain, and then another double. Who's calling me? I don't want to talk to you right now.
Jello oops.
Jello oops? I've never heard of those. Single crochet in the top of those doubles, and now we're doing that weird V-stitch. So double, chain one, double. Single crochet over here. Right here, double, chain one, double. And then our final single crochet is going to go not on top of the stitch. Make sure you're on top of the chains. So grab the second chain when you turned. Make sure you grab those 2 loops. Oh my gosh, someone's still calling me. Decline, I said. And finish that single crochet. Okay, I don't know if it's looking like the picture yet. Let's see what happens next. Alright, oh, and it looks like we're already in the repeat. So again, we're going to do another 2 double crochets to get that stitch, and then we're going to double crochet into the single crochet. Single, 3 doubles, single, 3 doubles. So we're already in the repeat. So, chain 2, and turn. Double crochet is going to go into that same first stitch. So yarn over, double crochet. And then we're going to go, this is going, I guess I should show you this. Instead of going on top of the stitch like we did down here, it's going into the chain 1 space. That's where we're going to place our single crochet. So into the chain 1 space, that should create some of that mesh that we're seeing. So into the space, means you're not going into the loops. That means you're going into that big space. So single crochet. Here's our single crochet that we're doing the 3 doubles into. So 1,
Yeah, crochet. You use pony beads.
2, pony beads, 3. Those aren't, I envision toggles, but that's not a pony bead. What is a pony bead? Oh, this might actually, oh, I think this is starting to look like the picture, guys. Alright, chain 1 into the space. Here's our single crochet. You're working 3 doubles into that stitch. Let me get us more yarn. We are going to keep doing a few more repeats. I want to see that this actually looks like the picture. Don't worry, I'm not leaving you yet. We need to see how this sucker turns out. But we are already in the repeat, because it is a 2-row repeat. So single crochet in that space, 3 doubles here,
I didn't bring my tapestry, so it feels weird right now.
dude, I like just sitting there not doing anything, single crochet in the space, and now 2 double crochets into that single crochet. You're only doing 2 because we're on the edge now. We don't need that 3rd one. Chain 1, and you're going to turn. Okay, we're going to do a couple more rows. It might be looking like the image, guys. Single crochet right here into that first stitch. And we're back to double, chain 1, double. Double, chain 1, double. Get this yarn away from me. Okay. Single crochet on top of the doubles. Double, chain 1, double. Double, chain 1, double. Single crochet in the middle one. Funny V-stitch. I guess it's not a funny one. I guess it's a normal V-stitch, no? Single crochet right here. V-stitch here.
Yeah, just here watching, but I did bring yarn with me though.
Good. What are you going to crochet? Single crochet into the chain. Make sure you don't go on top of the double crochet. You want to grab the second turning chain. Hopefully you can see that. Single crochet.
I'll post it on the cord for you.
Sounds good. So now you're going to chain 2 and turn. And we're doing our second double crochet into the same stitch. Single crochet into the space. 3 doubles here.
I haven't figured that out yet.
Headband? How much yarn do you have on you? Single crochet into the space. 3 doubles. I could see this being a really pretty baby blanket the way I'm seeing it right now. I think with a bigger hook it will definitely look a lot more like what we see in the picture. Single, 2 doubles into that single crochet. I like how clean the edges are though. Sometimes some of these have really wonky edges. So here's what you're seeing. You are getting some of the image. I will say, I don't know if it's exactly like the image. Did we get bamboozled? I think we need to figure that out. It looks a little bit different. No, this looks like it's supposed to. So maybe I just need to use a different hook. But let's do a couple more rows. So chain 1, turn. It looks better on that side. That side's really pretty. almost does have a right side, wrong side. I'm sure that's not by design, but kind of does. And then here we're doing that V-stitch again.
About 350 yards on chenille and about 150 yard of my pink ombre.
The pink ombre. Well, 150 would make a good headband. Single crochet here. V-stitch. 350, you might be able to make a cowl. Single crochet here. V-stitch. Chain 1. Single. V-stitch. And then we're chaining on, or I'm sorry, we're single crocheting on the chain. Make sure you grab the chain
GTG
and knot. Alright, Melissa, thanks for stopping in. Hopefully I'll see you on TikTok. I'll be there after. Alright, we'll do one more. I think this last row will actually like level this. So let's do one more row. Chain 2, turn. Double crochet. Into the space, you're doing the single. Yes. 3 doubles into here. You could always replace those with V-stitches too if you wanted something lacier. Into the space here.
I'm still confused
3
about
doubles.
the crisscross hoodie one we do on Thursday. Aha.
What part are you confused about?
Posted on Get Inspired thread.
Heck yeah. I'll take a look in when we head to TikTok. 3 doubles in here. Chain 1, or single crochet, oh my goodness, and 2 double crochets here. If this was your final row, you would fasten it off. I do recommend that you make, that one tends to be a little more level, but what's nice is that you still can go single crochet border easily. But that is the pattern. Now here, let's fasten it off so I can flip it.
It just didn't look right, so I stopped making it.
What was? Oh. You'll have to let me know what doesn't look right. Yeah, post a picture. Maybe I can take a look at it. And that is, I don't know. I don't think it looks exactly like this. I'm wondering if we need to try it with some thinner yarn. I think we might have been a little bamboozled. I might have been a little bit. It's pretty though. I think that would actually be really pretty in a scarf, in a blanket. But you guys let me know. Give it a try. Try it with some different yarn. It is giving a nice lacy vibe. But I think I want to try it again with a bigger hook. Let's see. Maybe I can do one real quick with a bigger hook. Let me grab a bigger hook. Let's try busting it out real quick and seeing. Because I really want to know. This is a K hook. Let's see if this does something different. We chained 17. Or we can actually do it a little bit smaller. We'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need multiples of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep it low key. So chain 2 to turn. And now we're going to go like we did before. So double crochet.
Until like Thursday though.
Skip 1, single crochet. Sounds good. At least you know where to send it. Here we're going to do our 3 double crochets. 2. Let's see. I'm going to test it for you guys real quick. Single crochet after we skip 1. And we're at the edge, so 2 more doubles right there. Sorry, I was low. You guys need to tell me that. And 1. And 2. Chain 1 and turn. And turn. Single here. And this is where we V-stitch into that single crochet. So double, chain 1, double. I'm going to see if this makes it look more like the image. Single crochet in the top of that cluster, and then in this one, single, chain one, single. Find the chain, don't go on top of the stitch, and you're going to do a single crochet right there. This is the exact pattern we just did. I'm just trying it with a bigger hook to see if it looks more like the picture, because I'm a little concerned we might have been a little bamboozled. I'm not sure if it looks exactly like I see on the image. Chain two, double crochet into that first stitch, single into the chain one space now. See, I think it's just, maybe there needs to be more chains. It kind of is. 3 double crochets go here, and single crochet into the chain one space. 2 doubles into that last, and we're going to chain one and turn. We'll see what happens after this row, but I don't know if this is a, this one's looking a little bit more like it. Single, V-stitch, double, chain one, and double, single right here, double, chain one, double, followed by a single, but make sure it goes into the chains. Don't accidentally grab the stitch or your edges will look like poo. And no one wants poopy edges. Single. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm a little disappointed in this one. I don't know if it's full on getting it. Maybe we need to do it in thinner yarn. That's what it was supposed to look like. We might have been bamboozled by AI. But here's the diagram, and here's what we did. I still think it's pretty. I do think that this would make several pretty projects. But I also am glad that we tested it first, and this is why you test it on a swatch before you assign it to a project, because I'd be frogging a whole lot. But this is what it more accurately looks like. Here is what I should probably take a picture of for the thumbnail, because that is a little more accurate. And there's how you crochet it. Alright, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. We are definitely going to hop back over to TikTok. And then don't forget, Thursday, what Charlie was talking about is that we are going to be finishing our crisscross double crochet hooded cowl. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. You should have something that looks like this, and you should have something that looks like this. We're going to make the lanyard. I'm going to show you how to finish everything off, and then we're going to make the pom-poms, and then we're going to also sew everything together, and you guys will have a finished project. And then next week, we are going to try, we're going to start doing that bramble bloom, I think. I think everyone voted that they wanted the bramble bloom. I will pull up a picture, and we will be teaching you guys all how to make it. Maybe I can find a picture. Let's see. Let's see how quickly I can find a picture. Because I think it'll be a great project. It'll keep us busy for a while. It might be a 4 or 5 week project. So be ready for the long haul. You need about 850 yards of yarn. I would not recommend a super textured yarn. I totally went past the picture, I know it. Because if it's too textured, you're going to actually... Okay, we're just going to pull up the Etsy listing because clearly I can't function. Alright,
circle vest?
Yes! This one. This one. Can I pull these up? Is it gonna... No, because it's the app. It's the app and it's gonna be whatever. Here. It's still not gonna... But you guys kind of see it. You kind of see it. Here. Oh! Here! Jen! Use your fancy computer. Here's what we're gonna do. Etsy. I'll show ya. I'll show you. And if you guys want to buy any of the links are in the bio. I want my store though, you dork. Not right now. go listings. Where did that one go? I'll show you what we're going to be starting. So you need about 850. Hold on. This did not do what I wanted it to. 850 yards. If you search Bramble Bloom on Etsy, I will bring it up. Bramble, I can't spell, Bramble Bloom circle vest. It should come up. It's actually the first one that comes up right there. So here, let's show you guys. Boom, transition. There's what we are making. So this is the circle vest. Up close, we're going to be teaching you guys how to make it. But it will take about 4 or 5 weeks. So stick around, grab your yarn. It can be acrylic yarn. It doesn't have to be anything super fancy. I've done it with a 4-weight acrylic. This is technically an acrylic, but it's also similar to that perfect phasing, so it's a very light 4. And then, but you can use even like your standard, your big twist. I've used Pound of Love. I've used a lot of 4s. You can also use a DK. And if you want to adjust size and stuff like that, there are repeat rows that you can add to make it whatever size you want. So it's fully customizable. Okay? Let's take a quick break. I'll jump over to TikTok, and then we will be back here on Thursday.